I wish I'd done this sooner, is the comment I hear most often from clients. But it's bloody hard to focus on the future today, isn't it? When today is already jam-packed with stuff that needs to be done before your head hits the pillow tonight. But I know you really want to make changes in your work situation. So how the heck do you find the time in the present to focus on your future work? How would you feel if I told you you could change your career in 15 minutes a day? Do you think it's possible? Could you even find 15 minutes in your day? I know you can, because when I turned off all my telephone notifications, I probably gained about 30 minutes every day of not being interrupted by a ping telling me that my dad had liked my recent LinkedIn post. And I know a client who calls Instagram his time thief and now restricts his aimless scrolling to the weekend and tells me he has gained hours of free time during the week. Another client decided to walk and talk without his camera on in his morning meeting, and that has given him maybe 2 hours free per week when he doesn't need to exercise, and he's also noticed that he's more energized in that meeting too. And another client has to practically tie herself to the chair and turn her computer into focus mode to batch all her work admin together into one morning each week. And she said it's added at least an hour or two to her life. Look, I cannot deny that it takes time to design your future. But there aren't 3 simple steps to career change, even though you'll see a lot of that nonsense on social media. But will you really have more time next year, next month, or the year after than you actually do today? So what's the point of putting it off? The only way I can see of creating time is to move your future career up to one of your top personal priorities. Above social media, above Netflixing, above rearranging the attic, or perfecting something that's already good enough. And controversially, maybe even moving your future career design up a notch or two above the non-urgent, non-critical needs of your family and friends. So is transformation really possible in 15 minutes a day? Well, it's kind of like my fitness journey. I've been trying to lose weight for a long time, doing this and that, changing my ideas with every single book I spent hours reading. Instead, when I decided it was my #1 personal priority, after the kids were sorted, I dedicated a decent chunk of cash to finding someone to help me, someone who had created a method that worked and could prove to me that it works with photos and video testimonials. And when I jumped on a call with him for half an hour, he explained his method, and I had a strong sense that his method would work for me. And in 3 months, I did what he said, and I shaved more inches off my waist than I had in the previous 2 years in far less time than reading all those bloody books. It's very possible to transform your career future in 3 weeks with 15 minutes a day, or if you prefer, a few hours a week, if you have the right method. So that every time you sat down to work on your future career, you knew exactly where to start and what to do, and how to spend each minute valuably for 6 weeks. And even if you had to put the plan aside and dive back into other personal priorities or do some heavy lifting in your current role, it would still be there for you. Your plan would be waiting for you. Every 15 minutes you spend getting closer to a longer term plan is 15 minutes closer to your dream work. And it's 15 minutes that you'll never get back, whether you spend those 15 minutes scrolling on Facebook or 15 minutes getting closer to your dream. If you're not enjoying your current work enough, experiment, see if you can create 15 spare minutes today and prove to yourself that it's possible. And then think about how you could be using those 15 minutes to create your new work future, because you're worth it and it's time to get fierce.